We are in the Yukon. We are in Watson Lake, and we're at the Signpost Forest. But during World War II, they made the Alaskan Highway, and we're in the visitor center for Watson Lake, and they're talking about this. This whole museum talks about it.
They're the used magazines.
So the cool thing about this is, let's get Danville, Illinois. There's Carl Lindley, and then there's Carl Lindley later. So Carl Lindley is the father of Gary Lindley, a friend that I have made from the teaching world who lives in Danville. And Gary Lindley is the one who told me about the Signpost Forest when I explained to him that we were going to come here someday. So maybe I'll share this. So Watson Lake is in the Yukon. A bunch of information about it. Alaskan, Alaska Canadian Highway, and it talks about it here. And I'll make another video. We'll go outside. We are at the Signpost Forest in Watson Lake, Yukon territory, and I think I'm gonna like the Yukon. So here's the story that I repeated. So a teacher friend I met, his dad started this. He was here during the war, working on building the Alaskan Highway in the Army. I don't know the exact story, but his boss said, make a sign that says whatever, White Horse, 200 kilometers, 100 miles, I don't know. So when he made that sign, he also made a sign that said Danville, Illinois, like 3,000 whatever miles. And then other Army friends, they start putting signs up. And it was in this spot, and it started the Signpost Forest. And so I've been wanting to come here for a couple of years. We planned ahead, and so we brought a sign to put up here. And there's all kinds of people. There's people on people's shoulders putting signs up. So we brought our own sign, and we put it right down there. So Dana and Jodie Fellows, Tampico Illinois, birthplace of Ronald Reagan. So it's not just a sign, it's an informational piece of thing also. And so we've seen signs. There's a sign that says Pleasant Grove, Utah. I'll pause it and walk to it, but we've seen a couple signs that say Matthias something. Jody's excited about Matthias because her last name's Matthias. We've seen Lena, Illinois, which is right by us in Illinois. And what others did you see that might?
Rockford, Illinois.
Oh yeah, we saw Rockford, Illinois. And then it said Pleasant Grove, Utah. So I'll pause this and go find the Pleasant Grove one. Okay, I'm back. We are Signpost Forest. 80,000 signs is what I've heard. I had to pause this while we walk and find Pleasant Grove. So I believe this is our Pleasant Grove because the elevation is right, and I don't think about it. There's any other Pleasant Grove that I know of. So I'm just going to take it that this is the right Pleasant Grove. It has to be. It's the right elevation. Depends on where you're at in Pleasant Grove, where the elevation is, because the whole thing's kind of on a slow hill. One side might be 4,200 feet, the other side might be 4,700 feet. A lot of mosquitoes here. Despite it being Alaska, you think they'd all freeze to death. Apparently not. So, but it's a lot of swampy areas. Like I said, 80,000 signs. Talked to the lady at the visitor center. I told her I'm from Illinois, kind of told her the connection we have. She was excited. Don't know what else to say. Signs from everywhere. It looks like a lot of cities, when they, I don't know if people steal the signs or if they retire the signs and then people know about it. And they, so obviously this person probably made the sign because it says 3,300 miles to the east. So some people think way ahead, like we did, and put some information on the sign rather than just a license plate or whatever. Some people don't know about this until they show up.
All these gold colored signs are in German, a lady told us.
Yeah, so people,
she's German.
So we met a family who from Germany, born in Russia, lived in Germany, live in Canada, and I thought they were French. So that's So, and then I'm very friendly, but she told us that all these, the yellow ones are from Germany, and they forgot to bring their sign, but they have a license plate randomly in their car, and then that they.
Granite City, Illinois.
So Granite City, Illinois. Hey, another Illinois. So all over the world, there's signs here.
There's another sign. There's a license plate here from Utah, and then the people took and used a nail or something and punched 1992 in it, and maybe their names, I think.
So apparently some of these old wood signs, once they're worn off, you can't read it no more. They are just removing them. They're signs on trees, but they're actually slowly removing those from the trees and then relocating them to not 4x4s, or in fact they're 6x6s. So, alright, rather than sit here and watch me walk through the entire signpost forest, I think I'll go ahead and end this video, because I could sit here and talk all day to the thing. So, alright, that's it.